make sure they stay patient on offense. As far as slowing down Jamal Murray, the coaching staff told me it's a commitment of all 5 guys. The key is to keep him off the free throw line because that's an easy way for him to get himself going, and they got to minimize the space that Murray gets on the court.
All right, Jared, thank you. Denver winning game 1 of this series. Utah winning the next 3. A couple of those were blowout wins. Denver forcing this game 6 with a victory in game 5, and now Denver looks good. They look like they've unlocked something with the Utah Jazz. Whatever was missing in games 2 and 3, they look like they found it, as Jokic with a rainmaker in and out.
Jokic came out and had 2 great shots, and really like Coach Malone. I mean, every time these guys miss a shot, he's like, that's okay, let it fly the next one. This must be a fun coach to play for.
Denver made 7 threes in the first half. Able to be saved by Mitchell. Here comes O'Neal. A little runner in the lane. Can't get the bounce. Gobert's keeping it alive. Finally into the hands of Jokic.
This is where Denver can keep the pace too. When Jokic gets the rebound, you got to push it. That time, good job by Grant trying to push it.
Monte Morris all the way. He's fouled.
The help defense right.
Denver with a 63-56 lead here. Up 7. Utah with the ball. And keep an eye on Donovan Mitchell. Conley now turns the corner, gives it to Gobert. A little pick and roll action with 7 rebounds. That's Conley's 4th assist.
Right on pace. Gobert averaging about 17 and 10 in this series. But great hands and great finish by the big fella.
Here's Grant for 3. Got it. Boy, Denver starts getting 3-pointers from Jeremy Grant. He had a good year, a totally remade jump shot. He shot it at 33% from behind the arc. Denver coaching staff feels like there's a lot more in Jeremy Grant's shot as he gets comfortable with it year after year. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal, a lot of touches here. Good ball movement, and Conley with a runner finishes off the possession.
Been a lot of criticism of Denver, and it's been because of the eye test. We've seen in a couple of games 2 and 3, the coach had to implore his team to play hard. That's never a good recipe for a win when your coach has to beg you to play hard, and so everyone wants to see them kind of play with that action.
Knocks down his 3rd 3. Murray kicks it to Jokic, and he walked with it. Denver turns it over. Jamal Murray with 25 points in the first half. 9 of 13 shooting. Morris now. Got it. Nice little.
As a big man, you can set the screen while you're handing off the ball to the guard, and later on in the game, you can actually give it to him and slip right away, and it looks like a traditional pick and roll.
Royce O'Neal with a 3-pointer for the Jazz. Great success story for. Here come the Nuggets in transition. Grant kicks it. Morris. And now Morris will get it settled. Good defense by Utah getting back. Jokic working his way inside. Mitchell's on Murray now. Murray finding some space, but Gobert there to disrupt that shot. Excellent defense by the Jazz. Clarkson back on the floor, finds Mitchell, and he's got another 3.
Life in a police shooting, so fellows guys on the court getting it done on and off.
Yeah, no question. That's good stuff there, Jared. Thank you. As Grant finishes on the lob. Got a chance to get to know Donovan Mitchell a little bit better this year. He was my partner for the Rising Stars game on TNT, and he and Miles Turner, and that guy's got a heart of gold, and all across the league and the WNBA, these players are stepping up in such a profound way. 3-point game. Denver with the ball in the lead here. Look at inside. Clarkson. Nice defense there by the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson gets a steal. Mitchell turns the corner. Millsap on his hip, and Mitchell with the layup.
This has been an interesting game. I mean, as you see the foul right there, I mean, both teams have had a 10-point lead, but there's only been 1 lead change. You talk about shifts and talk about
Jamal Murray on the bench with 25 points. All of that coming in the first half. Clarkson for 3. No. Morris with a rebound. 1 and done for Utah.
Jokic has post position inside a smaller player. Good shot right there.
3 threes now. 15 points for Jeremy Grant. 6-point game. Mitchell guarded by Monte Morris. Harris back on the floor as well. Three-pointer is up for Mitchell, and he's got it. Kind of had an awkward step into it, but found the rhythm somewhere on the way up.
Great D, better O that time. You can't play that play any better if you're the defender.
Donovan Mitchell keeps raining down the three-pointers. Having a big game just like Murray. Those two have been going at it all series long. Jokic for three. Missed badly. Niang pulls down the board.
You got to get him that ball quicker. And I suggest a behind the back pass because both defenders are already there. Jokic was in position to knock it down. You get him that ball late, you mess up his rhythm.
Left angle's wide open. He can't convert. Jazz had a chance to tie it up with a three ball. Now Morris on the take. No, Gobert the rebound. Clarkson will push it. He's got Mitchell up ahead. Now he goes. Clarkson with Harris on him. Boy, Harris with him step for step. I thought Gary Harris did a great job tonight, but they're down 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Donovan Mitchell comes up short. Mitchell's had a nice third quarter here. He's actually scored 11 of the last 14 for the Jazz as Grant misses. Mitchell was 4 for 4 in the first quarter, 0 for 4 in the second quarter, now 4 out of 7 here in the third. He's got 25 points, working on Murray, kicks it. Shot clock down to 8. This matchup we've been watching all series. Mitchell scores on Murray. 27.
Stepper just goes straight. Great job lowering his shoulder, getting that leverage, knocking that layup in.
Michael Malone calling on Torrey Craig. He'll be checking in momentarily. Jokic, high arcing jump.
Doesn't have to go one-on-one. That was a cross screen, getting a little bit of space outside the paint for the 15-footer.
It's like those Olympic divers, right? And hardly making a splash. That net barely moved. It was so true. Clarkson gets in the lane. A swipe down by Jokic, and he forces the turnover. And Porter joining Jokic and Murray on the floor now. The Denver 5. Behind the back, Jokic fires up a three. And off the window it goes.
That's the three-point line off the glass.
Niang. Shot fake. Got him in the air with the ball. Under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. The pace of this game that we saw in the first half has slowed somewhat. Better defense here in the third. And Jokic, tough shot. And Gobert pulls down the rebound, and a foul on Jokic, who is now...
But the first one followed through all the way. 1
out of 2 for Gobert. 3-point game. Denver with the ball in the lead. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Jamal Murray gives it up. Jokic now on the drive with Gobert on him. Jokic, a flurry of moves, runs into the wall. Shot clock at 6 now. Murray, patient. Now he's got Gobert on him. Step back three on the way is good. Jamal Murray.
The ball player just watching Donovan Mitchell and Murray go at it, getting their shots, being in the flow. The team's getting it to them and trusting them. They have a major green light.
First points of the second half for Murray. Now that one ends up in his hands. In transition, Murray goes, fouled. Free. They were down 15 in game 5. At about the 9-minute mark of the third quarter, and they have survived to a game 6.
With this lineup, it's all about ball movement. Going to try to get penetration and maybe kick it to the corner.
Conley gives it up. O'Neal. Shot clock down to 4. Clarkson. And Clarkson will pull a long three. Up ahead, the Nuggets got a chance to add to it here. Three-pointer wouldn't. Murray, they cleared out for him. Conley's on him. He gives it up. Porter, he'll fire a three.